Welcome to today's day 15 of the 28 Days of Magic. If you were referred here from an oracle reading you watched, I invite you to do the complete 28 days, and I'm pretty sure you're going to find it beneficial. If you are here because you're doing the 28 days, congratulations, you've made it this far. And I'm sure by now you're already starting to see different changes in your life happening for the better because of doing the 28 days. Okay, so here we go. Day 15. Magically heal your relationships. All right. Okay. If you have a difficult or broken relationship, are suffering from a broken heart, or hold any resentment or blame toward another person for anything, you can change it through gratitude. Gratitude will magically improve any difficult relationship, whether that person is a husband or a wife, brother or sister, son or daughter, partner, boss, business client, work colleague, mother or father-in-law, parent, friend, or neighbor. Doesn't matter. When we are faced with a difficult relationship or a challenging situation in a relationship, in almost all cases, we are not in the least bit grateful for the other person. Instead, we're busy blaming the other person for problems we have with them, and that means we don't have a shred of gratitude. Blame is never going to make a relationship better, and it's never going to make your life better. In fact, the more you blame, the worse the relationship gets, and the worse your life gets. Whether it's a current relationship or a past relationship, if you harbor bad feelings towards another person, practicing gratitude will eliminate those feelings. Why would you want to remove your bad feelings about another person? Here we go. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one that gets burnt. And that's Buddha. Bad feelings about another person burn your life, but gratitude will eliminate them. For example, if you have an ex-partner who is connected to you through your children, and the relationship isn't good, look at your children's faces and realize that they wouldn't even be alive if it wasn't for your ex-partner. Your children's lives are one of the most precious gifts you have. Look at your children and give thanks to your ex for their lives every single day, as well as bringing peace and harmony to the relationship. Through your example, you will be teaching your children the greatest tool of their life, gratitude. Or if you're suffering from a broken heart or grief due to a relationship having ended, you can use gratitude's magical power to transform your pain. Gratitude magically transforms emotional pain into healing and happiness faster than anything else. And the story of my parents is a perfect example of that. My mother and father fell in love with each other virtually at first sight. From the moment they met, they were truly grateful to be with each other, and they had the most beautiful marriage I have ever seen. When my father died, my mother understandably suffered from enormous grief. After months of suffering, she began to use gratitude's magical power, and despite her immense grief and pain, she looked for things to be grateful for. She began with the past, and she recalled all the wonderful times of happiness she had received through the decades with my father. Then she took the next big step, and she looked for things to be grateful for in the future. One by one, she found them. She found or remembered things that she had always wanted to do, but didn't have time to do when my father was alive. And with this courageous step of gratitude, opportunities to fulfill her dreams magically poured in, and her life became rich with happiness again. The magical power of gratitude gave my mother a new life. For today's magical practice, you're going to look for a hot coal that is burning in your life and literally turn it into gold through gratitude. Choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. It doesn't matter whether the person is currently in your life or if it's a past relationship and the person is no longer in your life. Sit down and make a written list of 10 things you're grateful for about the person you've chosen. Think back through the history of the relationship and list the great things about the person or the great things you received from the relationship. The easiest way to do this is to think back to the way things were before the relationship deteriorated or ended. If the relationship was never good, then think hard about any good qualities in the person because they are there. This magical practice is not about who is right or wrong. No matter what you feel someone has done to you, no matter what someone said or didn't do, you can magically heal the relationship and you don't need the other person in order to heal it. There is gold in every relationship, even the difficult ones. And to bring riches to all your relationships and your life, you have to find the gold. As you dig and discover a nugget of gold, write it down. Address the person by name and express your sentence in gratitude. Their name, the example uses the name Paul. I am grateful for, and write out what it is. So, Paul, I am grateful for our time together. While our marriage did end, I learned a lot, and I am much wiser today, and I use what I've learned from our marriage in many of my relationships today. Okay? Another one, I'm grateful for everything you did to try and make our marriage work because 10 years of marriage means you did try. Okay? I'm grateful for our children and the joy we receive from them every day. Could not have every day could not be without you. I'm grateful for the hard work and the long hours you put in to support our family while I was home taking care of our children. It was a big responsibility to have all of us dependent on you. So thank you. I'm grateful for the precious moments I had with our children as they grew up. I got to see our children talk and walk for the first time, and I know you didn't have that opportunity. I'm grateful for your support when I went through a difficult time of grief and loss. I'm grateful for the times when I was sick and you did your best to take care of me and the children. I'm grateful for the great times we had, and we did have many. I'm grateful I'm grateful that you want to continue to be a father to our children. I'm grateful for your support and the times you want to give to our children. I know they mean as much to you as they do me. Okay? The list goes on and on and on, and it may not just be exes. This is just the example they used. Okay? It could be maybe you don't get along with one of your parents. All right? But you're grateful for them for the lessons they've taught you, even if they didn't realize they were teaching you lessons. The lessons of maybe you can't trust them. I mean, many people come from many different backgrounds, right? So for a worst case scenario, say you can't trust your parents, but you know what? You've learned how to recognize those attributes so that you could see the red flags in other people. Stuff like that, okay? There is always, always, always something to be grateful for in every relationship, good or bad, all right? So by the time you finish your gratitude list of 10 things, you should feel much better about the person and the relationship. The ultimate point you want to reach is where you don't have any bad feelings towards that person anymore, because it's your life that is harmed by those feelings, all right? You're not hurting the other person when you have resentment towards them. They don't even know it. They don't, even if they do know it, it's not hurting them. It's only hurting you. It's only bringing your vibration down. Okay? So every relationship is different. And if need be, you may choose to repeat this magical practice over several days until you reach the point where you don't have any bad feelings toward the person anymore. If you are using gratitude's magical power to improve a current relationship, you will see the relationship begin to change miraculously before your eyes. It only takes one person to magically change a relationship through gratitude, but it is the person who uses gratitude who receives the benefits in their whole life. If you choose a past relationship where you are not in contact with the person anymore, you will feel a peace and happiness fill you, and at the same time, you will see other current relationships in your life magically improve. In the future, if a relationship becomes challenging, remember to use this magical practice immediately. You will stop the difficulties before they get any bigger, and instead, you will increase the magic in the relationship. Okay, so here's magic practice 15. You're going to do number 1 from the beginning, and that's count your blessings, your 10 blessings, why you're grateful for them, and say thank you, thank you, thank you at the end of each one. Okay, now choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. Sit down and write a list of 10 things you're grateful for about the person you've chosen. Write it down in the following way. Put their name, I am grateful for, and what it is you're grateful for. Okay, we just did that. Do it with all 10. All right. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand. Now, if you're just here on a thing, magic rock is number 2 on the daily practice. So hold that rock in your hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during that day. Okay? So there's Magic Day 15, heal your relationships. And you can use this with any relationship you have. It could be your postman that just never closes the door on your mailbox. I don't know. It could be anything. Anybody in your life that's making you go, okay? We can change that just by doing this practice. All right? So hopefully that helps. I know it has helped my relationships a lot. I've had many in my past that have left me feeling that I no longer feel that way. I am so grateful that I had those experiences because they taught me a lot of lessons. And I've become stronger going through them. And I appreciate good relationships even more so now from having to deal with the ones that weren't so great. So it's okay. Every relationship can be healed and can help you. And it's just, you'll see. I don't even know how to explain that. Try it, you'll see it. You will feel much better. And in the feeling better, you will attract better things into your world on a daily basis when you're not holding on to that hot coal anymore and burning yourself. All right? Have a beautiful, blessed day, and we'll see you here again tomorrow for day 16. Thank you for watching.